My favorite videos. Now I know a lot of you guys love the dank. Some of you guys are actually scared of scares. Like some of you guys tell me, look, I don't really want to scare yourself. I just can't even drop a like because it scared me, which I still appreciate that. But it still kind of hurts me a little bit. But it don't matter though. I'm about to check out 4 creepy true horror stories never heard before. Now this one I'm really excited for because I don't know if you guys remember a while ago I said when I was like I found this new channel also a scare yourself unit. Remember I was like unit 255. I basically said remember I know what it is unit 522, but I know he is now because I've been binge watching him also. But look, dude is lit. I don't know what Mr. Scarkrow is, but after this video I will know because obviously you tell scary stories, so I'll be going to your channel, sub, and turn my bell on next. But Unit 522 is lit. Nightmare Files is lit. Miss Nightmare, we already know he's already lit. About to find out about Mr. Scarecrow. Oh, you know who else? Creepypasta was hella dope. Was he in Nightmare Files last time? And that's dope if you was in Nightmare Files because that's hella dope how you're doing that. If you're kind of like bringing you guys community like together, like collabing. That is hella dope. I think it was in here. So, but you guys know I talk a lot. I'm sorry. Let's go check out the video. If you're new to my channel, expect a lot of talking. This video 15 minutes. I mean, I'm about to turn it to 15 hours. I'm really not, but that will be some nice revenue. We're not gonna do that though. We're about to check out 4 creepy true horror. I already said the name. You're gonna check out the original video. Link in the description below. But let's go. I don't know why I never write to any Unit 522. I watch a lot of his anyway.
Nightmare Files.
Boom. Sound like Michael Myers coming. If you see me looking around, it's because these videos creep me out.
A few years ago when I was in college, I would take odd jobs to pay my half of the rent. One day in particular, I was babysitting a set of twin boys that were 3 years old. The mother told me she hired me because she would only hire men due to her crazy ex-husband.
Well, I ain't coming there then.
I was confused when she told me that, so I asked why. She showed me a picture of him and said not to answer the door for him.
He still come by?
And to not let him see the kids. I just said okay.
Girl, them kids have been alone.
I thought she was being dramatic, but I went along with it. After she left, the kids seemed harmless, so I told my girlfriend to come over. After that, there was a knock at the door. I figured it was her, so I opened the door.
Me not speak English.
It was the ex-husband.
Why you open the door?
This guy looked a lot scarier in real life than he did in the pictures.
Hey, sir.
He towered over me with tattoos everywhere, including his neck, a bald head, and gold teeth. He asked to see his kids.
Here they go.
I didn't know what to do, so I just told him, hold on, and I closed the door. I really didn't know what to do, so I called the woman and she didn't answer. So
she set you up.
Still nothing.
She knew he was crazy.
Eventually, he started knocking on the door some more. But I would talk through the door, letting him know that I can't let him in.
He gonna break that.
Nor could I let the children out to see him due to the mother's request. He didn't like that too much. I stopped talking, then the knocking stopped. And the man said, okay.
Oh no.
But it was an okay that sounded like he was going to get me back for not letting me in. I look outside and I see that he pulled off.
We call the cops.
I didn't call the police because he left.
Oh no.
So my girlfriend texted me and it said she'll be there in 2 minutes.
Don't come.
Then a few minutes go by and she isn't there yet. Then I see one of
I'm so sorry, stop. Alright, I'm so sorry. You guys know I gotta do this. If I'm at this house and this crazy dude come, bro, dumb thug, that was sounding the way you explain it, and dumb big, and you know he's not done, why would you still let your girl come to the house? I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. Listen to the video. I would tell like, babe, don't come. No, do not come. This dude is crazy. Go back home. Actually, matter of fact, call the police.
Twins looking out the window, and he says, "There's Daddy." I look out the window and I saw the most disturbing thing you could think of.
He got your girl.
The man was on top of my girlfriend, stabbing her repeatedly in the side of her head with a screwdriver.
This one is real!
Her body was shaking, but she wasn't making any noise. And there was blood everywhere, all over her head, face, ground, and that man.
Cause you didn't stop
I wanted to burst out of that door to help her, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I called the police.
You just now.
The man just stood there, staring at the house. He never tried to escape, just waited for the police as if he was
I'm mad at
crazy.
so much stuff right now.
The twins' mother and the cop showed up at the same time. And she was hysterical, going between Spanish and English while crying. I felt numb, guilty, and ashamed that I called my girlfriend.
Yeah, you should.
And she was killed.
This is the first
And I
one
was a
watched
coward
someone
that stayed in the house. Till this day, I still feel the guilt.
Stop with that crap! Wow. Talk about hair standing up. Wow. This is the first one I think I ever watched, like, far as Nightmare Files, Mr. Nightmare, all that stuff. I don't even think wait, I think he unified. No, I don't even think he is. I heard any, like, actual, like death ones. Like, someone actually... I'm sorry, bro. This is... I'm sorry, bro. This is why I have to talk during these, bro. Because it builds up so much. Like, for one, my guy, if I'm chilling and boom, I'm babysitting. For one, after the woman would have told me that, I would have told her, like, you know what? I'm not doing this. Because the way she explained it let you know, like, he still comes by. He is big crazy, my guy. Don't let this dude in. If I get you out to babysit, you tell me that, I'm like, no, nah, well, you better find another babysitter because I am gonna take these kids with you. What? And then on top of that, he come by. You even catch the subliminal. You catch it when he like, okay. That everybody know that's I'm not done with you type of okay. Why would you still let your girl come? Like, this is why I don't get like us dudes, bro. Like, why do we think we're our other head so much, bro? If you knew the story and this dude actually came to the house and you still let your girl come, knowing she gotta come to, even when she's out, you ain't just gonna snap her, she in the house. She have to walk and get to the house when she got the car, and you a clown. I'm mad already. Let's go. I gotta remember, Nightmare Files in his, he had a jump scare. You should feel real guilty, bro.
4 years ago, when I was a senior in high school, my parents had to go on a business trip over the weekend. They told me I could have some friends over, but no parties.
Wait, is this the...
They left Friday night.
I think...
It was Saturday morning when I called 5 of my friends and said my parents had gone for the weekend. We all agreed to hang out that night at my place. We invited our girlfriends too, so there were 12 of us.
Hey, about to get lit.
I got plenty of snacks and drinks and even ordered pizza and wings. I was hanging out with my girlfriend in front of the pool, watching my friends swim. Not everyone was swimming. Some were relaxing or just making out. I had to use the bathroom, so I started to walk to the door of my house. As I was walking, I heard leaves getting quietly crushed in the bushes.
I think this is the one we heard.
I really didn't pay much attention to it though. When I finished up in the bathroom, I looked at the time. It was about 12:30. I was getting tired, so when I went back outside, I told everybody that it was pretty late, and I didn't want neighbors complaining about anything. It was about 1 in the morning when everyone left. I was brushing my teeth, and I looked out the window. I saw something in my pool.
Oh yeah! I think we heard this one.
It looked like a human silhouette. I didn't think much of it. I thought I was just seeing things because of the lack of sleep. I fell asleep and woke up at about 9:30. I went to the bathroom and took a quick glance out the window and back, but something caught my eye, so I looked outside. I saw a man standing in my pool, facing away from my house. He was tall and bald. He looked nothing like any of my friends.
'Cause he ain't.
I was so confused, so I went outside without even using the bathroom. I walked over to the pool, yelling at that person trying to confront
Open the window!
But he didn't even move. I walked closer.
Oh my.
And then I got goosebumps all over my body.
He gonna snatch you.
A scary thought went through my mind. I walked closer again so I could see his face. Once I stood in front and looked at him, I screamed so loud the whole town probably heard me. In my pool was a human taxidermy with no eyes.
Well, no, I don't know what a taxidermy is, but no, let me Google. So is it like one of these things where you see like people have like the animals where it's like the body is already dead but stuffed? No wonder why I was standing there that freaking long, because there was somebody in the pool. Like, who left that in the pool? Come on, boy, y'all love a taxidermy over here. I'm sorry, bro.
Taxidermy with no.
At least I know what one is now.
I screamed, running back to my house, and for some reason, I turned around while I was running. I saw someone in a black hoodie, with the hood up, and his head tilted a bit down.
Oh no.
I locked all the doors and called the cops.
Press the alarm button!
When I was on the phone, I decided to make sure all my windows were locked.
Oh, it's too late.
I got to a window and came face to face with the hooded man.
Is it open?
He was so creepy looking. He had a dirty face with a messy beard, but what really stood out was his smile.
That's why you need to keep guns in your house.
It was so big and psychotic. He was missing teeth, and the ones he had were yellow.
I'm knocking them ones out.
Some were chipped. I ran away and locked myself in the bathroom. The cops came in about 5 minutes.
You must live in a good neighborhood.
Searched my yard and house. Nothing was found, and there was nothing left behind. The man and the taxidermy were gone.
He took that too?
I told the cops everything and what the man looked like. The cops said that when they found him, they would let me know. But here I am, 4 years later, without a notice.
Jump scare.
I still live in the same house with my parents.
You crazy?
And I fear that that man is probably still out there. But what really kills me is that he could show up at my house again at any time.
That jump scare. Already told you. That one is creepy. The reason why that one really creeps me out, because it's one of those situations where you like if someone try to harm you or something and they just go away forever, because they'll show up when you least in movies, like least expect it, like out of nowhere. So that one is like dumb creepy. And who just walks around with a taxidermy? Now that I learned what it is, I'm using the word a lot, huh?
I'm 30 years old, and this story took place when I was 13. My mother was a single mom, and she had to work 2 jobs. She worked at a grocery store in the morning and a bar at night. So I was home alone a lot, but it was okay because I was used to it. I could cook myself some dinner and walk back and forth to school. I was a pretty responsible kid for my age. One night, I was watching TV while eating ice cream, and someone knocked at the front door. I was wondering who it could be, as my friends never came out this late and my mom would always use her key to get in. I opened the door.
Why do people don't say who?
There was a man standing there with his hands in his pockets.
Close.
I said, "Hello?" He replied, "Hello, young lady. Are your parents home?"
I'm like, yeah, they upstairs. They want me with my dad.
I said no.
Even as a 13-year-old, I knew that. This episode is making me mad. It's really good, but it's really making me mad. And for one, like, why in these movies no one ever say who is it or use a peephole? Go back a little bit.
Your parents home? Stupidly.
You're right.
I said no. My mom isn't home right now. You have to come back tomorrow. He then said with a surprised smile on his face, "Oh, you're all alone, huh?"
No!
I said, yeah, I am.
You hella
he
waking up
replied
dead.
with, "Okay, young lady. Have a nice night. Don't get into any trouble." He then walked away and I closed the door. He seemed friendly, but also weird at the same time.
Call your mom.
He was a little funny looking though. He was balding and had 70s style glasses on, with a mustache and bags under his eyes like he never slept. About 10 minutes passed, and there was another knock at the door.
Don't open that door. If you open that door, I'm in this video.
I answer it. But before I opened the door, something told me to put the chain on. I don't know why, but my gut told me to do that. It was strange because we really didn't use the chain.
Using it today.
But I'm glad I did, because as soon as I opened the door, it was pushed open.
Why did you open?
Stopped by the chain. Before I could even say or do anything, I looked through the crack of the door to see the same man again. And he said in a startled voice, Oh, hey there. I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm good.
As he stuttered. It was like he knew he failed getting inside the house and tried to play off any suspicion by speaking quickly and making it seem like he didn't just obviously try coming into the house. I said, I'm fine, thanks, and I shut the door. At that time, I didn't really understand the situation or the dangers of what just happened.
I knew.
But still, I was a bit freaked out and wanted my mom to come home soon. An hour went by.
So you shouldn't even know 13-year-old.
And I was still thinking about what happened, so
at night.
I started to watch a movie, trying to keep my mind occupied, when I heard,
Hey, let me in quick. I gotta tell you something.
This was the scariest situation I've ever been in my life. It was the man once again. He was talking through the letterbox. I shouted, leave me alone. The letterbox closed. Then the man started banging on the front door, screaming, let me in, you little shit, while slamming the front door.
I wish her dad was there.
Up and down trying to get in. I just stood back crying, praying he doesn't get in.
I beat the brakes off that boy.
He eventually gave up and left. My mom came home about 30 minutes later, just to find me crying, and I told her everything that happened. We told the police, but they never found this guy.
No crap.
I look back, and I think how grateful I am.
Man, you really are.
I had a feeling to put the chain on the door.
Exactly.
I hate to think what that man would have done if he had managed to get in.
Oh, we got force. Oh, yeah, it does. It says force. Oh, my God. If you would have... Why do you keep opening the door anyway? Like... Don't get me wrong, she's 13. Calm down. She's freaking 13. Even at 13, I wouldn't open the door for her. I'm sure I was that smart enough to know, like, I ain't about to open the door for this clown. But I am glad she put that chain on there, because there's no telling which way this story could have went if she would have not put that freaking chain on the door. This might be the best one I've seen, bro. This one is good.
I'm a female, and this story happened about 2 weeks ago. I was at a bus stop after spending the day at my friend's house, waiting to go home. I sat scrolling through Instagram on my phone as I waited. I would look up every now and then to check to see if my bus was coming, or to see if anyone else was around. I noticed a man across the street looking in my direction. I didn't think much of it in that moment, and carried on looking at my phone. After about 2 minutes, I look up again, to see the man is still standing there, staring at me. I was thinking this was weird.
It is.
And I tried not to pay attention to him, and was hoping my bus would turn up soon. After 3 minutes of nervously looking through my phone, trying to ignore the strange man, I glanced up a third time to see that he wasn't there anymore. I let out a small sigh of relief. 5 minutes go by, and someone tapped me on my shoulder, and I turned around to see that it was the creepy man that had been watching me from earlier. He said,
"Got a light?"
with a bent cigarette in his mouth, also grinning with his yellow teeth.
I stood in the middle of the street.
I replied nervously, no, I don't smoke.
I bet you don't.
He let out a quiet chuckle. I didn't know what to think of that, but he was making me very uncomfortable now. He stood by me at the bus stop and proceeded to light his cigarette with a match as he walked about 15 feet from me. I wonder why he would ask me for a light if he had matches. Maybe it was just some excuse to talk to me.
Exactly.
About a minute passed until he spoke again. While smoking, he said,
"Been a long time since I've had some tail."
But you ain't getting no tail today.
Of his cigarette, and continued,
"Yeah, you'll do just fine."
He threw his cigarette to the ground, and then turned towards me really fast.
Bite!
My heart was beating out of my chest, and I was breathing heavily, going into fight or flight mode.
Yup.
That's when I saw the lights of my bus pull around the corner.
Right in the middle of the street.
The man saw the lights and ran off. I waved the bus down in a panic. I was so scared of what could have happened to me. Thank God the bus showed up when it did.
Oh, I hate people like this. I hate it. I hate you. Stop for a jump scare, clown. Man, this one was hella freaking good, but at the same time, peeing me off, bro. These were some good ones because it was like, I don't know, I like it, how different it was, because it was actually like when people like say something like, instead of like the narrator just saying XYZ, say XYZ, like you hear the actual voice. That was definitely freaking good. And the jump scares are good. It throws me off because it kind of, I already know watching something scary, so it definitely don't remind me. But at the same time, it's like, oh, it's like a scare or whatever. But oh my god, bro, I ain't gonna do too much. I ain't gonna do too much. Like, you guys know how I feel about these type of people that just kidnap people. Like, I can't understand it for the life of me. I really can't. Like, bro, oh my god, I ain't gonna do too much talking. I'm gonna wrap this one up though, because my camera probably freaking about to die anyway. But look, we talk about it in previous videos a lot, previous scary ones, about how much I hate people who kidnap people, bro. I don't get it for the life of me, bro. I really do not. This is why I feel like it's in your home, like you should keep alarms, keep some dogs, keep some guns, like keep all that, because you'll be a fool to have none of that and just like, oh, I'm just waiting for the cops to come. Like, no, my God, you're gonna be done waking up dead by the time the cops get there. Like, but look, I'm more of the video here. Get to the video with the like, comment, share, guys. Maybe you guys are awesome. Make sure I click the like also on this one as well. Yo, this one was hella freaking good, bro. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share. I already said that part. Anyway, it don't matter because Charlie's out.